too.
On the SkyFactory map by DanRobzProbz, and I'm sorry I forgot to record audio on this video again, so I'm having to do a voiceover. And I hate doing this because the sound quality isn't as good. But I've just kind of been working, grinding out some things. Not really sure what I planned on doing this episode. We didn't do a whole lot, but we did get a few things done. Talked about getting that. I was wanting to get hoppers for the mob farm and decided that our best course of action would be to work on getting a cobble gen. All our iron has come from smelting double compressed cobble, and the best way to get cobble is to get that gen going. So, with that being said, I did get some mushrooms finally, ground out some of those, and made up a bunch of dirt. Was able to finish the crop area. Here I'm going to run over and see the drops, what drops we have for the, oh, and I widened this out to two instead of a one block wide path just because I kept getting hung up on the railings or the fence and stuff. So, and this mob grinder is just unbelievable. I've got quite a bit of resources. I don't know if in the last episode I had these chests sitting here, but I added these in so I can, keep things organized and easy to find. At some point I may actually build a type of storage area, just so it's all in one location, kind of like a workstation area, I guess would be the best word for it. I know we got some stuff over in our hut over there, but that I mainly built that just to protect against phantoms, since, but now I have a bed, I don't really have to worry about that so much. I can just sleep every few nights, so I don't have to worry about them spawning. Yeah, so just kind of sorting things out. About the time I get everything sorted out, more mobs drop. It's just crazy how fast, stuff drops. I've been able to get quite a few dragonium not ingots, fragments. I think those come from Enderman. Don't quite have enough yet to make an ingot, but we got quite a few, so we're kind of getting a start in that direction. And here you can see where I've ground out some dirt, and I've got quite a few mushrooms. Like I said, I was growing them at night, bone milling them, chopping them down, and I made space where the trees were. And here I finished the crop area. Still don't have water yet, so the trader, I've seen the wanting trader that pops up. He's had cactus once, but hasn't had any since. So that's gonna be, but I can make cactus with vines, so I may go ahead and see if I can get a couple of iron ingots to make some shears, and then we can either shear the trees that have vines to get the vines, or I believe I could cook leaves to get the vines. But here, when it's kind of looking off out in the void, there's talking about how I wanted to go off with more farm areas in that section, but might run into where the trees are. Over here, I want to put in area to spawn passive mobs. It'd be kind of nice to be able to have some better food. Not that the bread is bad or anything, it's just would like to excuse me, would like to have a better food source. So instead, I've basically just been grinding out the trees, chopping them down. I know I can use the crook to get up in the top of the trees, but I'm not a big fan of heights, so using that crook kind of makes me nervous. So I tend not to use it unless it's why I would use it on a really big tree, but that's just so I can get all the leaves. You think I'd be more or less apt to use it on a really tall tree. But so most generally, this is what I do. I just kind of punch down the leaves, and every once in a while, if I remember I have an axe, I'll use an axe. But I mostly just kind of punch them out with my hands. I did have an iron axe that I got from a pillager, but I've already used that up. I guess you don't realize how fast those really are when, all you have is, until all you use is wood tools. So being able to get some iron going would be really awesome. But like I said, this map is pretty grindy. It takes a while to get to where you need to go. I'm not quite sure what I was doing here. Hard telling. I'm just kind of standing here. I wonder if maybe I got a message for my daughter, probably. Today was her first day of school, so I was just trying to figure out what her plans for after school was. If she was going to come back here or go hang out. So she came back here after school for a little bit to do a project with another broke rocker, and then she's done with her boyfriends now. So I spend most of my time by myself in the evenings because, well, he'll be going back to college here soon, so she'll be home more and hopefully can start recording. And band season just finished up last Friday, so that's now done. And the winter guard that she does, it won't start up until auditions I think are in October, but practices won't start till November sometime, so she'll have a little bit of free time to do some recording. So I just continue to chop down these trees, and I don't know, I can't remember what all I was talking about. I know about getting the cobble gem being priority, about needing water. So cactus, whether we get it from the wandering trader or we make that using vines, we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out, or how it plays out. Because like I said, I've only seen the wandering trader as many times as he's been popping up. I've only seen cactus once, and I didn't have emeralds then. I have, I think, 2 emeralds and some fragments, but not enough to make another emerald yet. Call them fragment. I don't know what they're called. There's a name for them. Nugget. I got a few nuggets, emerald nuggets, but not enough to make an actual emerald. So I've been kind of using those sparingly. So much fun watching someone chop down trees. Playing this would be easier if I could stream, but I've not been able to figure out a way to stream from my Kindle. I could do it to Mixer, or try to do it to Mixer, but there is another app I need in order to do it, and Amazon doesn't offer that particular app. So if there's a way to do it from a Kindle, I have not yet figured that out. And if I do, like I said, if I was able to stream, it would be to Mixer, because I don't think I could stream to anywhere else, because I'd have to do it from within Minecraft game itself. And honestly, I don't really have a good setup to stream, so replanting. And I think here shortly, because it's getting night, I'm going to go grab a mushroom. I think put some stuff away. Grab a mushroom and some bone meal and see if I can get some more mushrooms, because we need a lot of dirt to make cobble, and it's going to be quite a bit to make the cobble that we need for lava to do a cobble gen. Yeah, I think lava is made from, is it quadruple compressed cobble? Let me look here. I'm gathering up some more stuff from the, I kind of run back and forth. That's why I was thinking of getting those hoppers for that, so I won't have to do so much running back and forth. But being that it's going to take a while to even get enough to get the iron for it, it'd be better just to, because you have to double compress it. So that means 9 to compress, and then 9 times 9, whatever that comes out to double compress to get 1 ingot. So the better route would be to go for the lava and try to get water to, yeah, I would need triple compressed cobble to get 1 lava tile. So I think that's probably the best option to shoot for, is to get the lava and the water. And I kind of have to watch sometimes when I'm down at the mob spawner, or the mob, whatever you want to call that, mob farm. I get some creepers and zombies that will spawn there in the, where I have the wheat and stuff planted. So, but I have plenty of bows and arrows, so no issue there. I can just snipe them and not have to even worry about dealing with them. And I did die earlier from a spider jockey, cave spider jockey, no less. I was trying to, there was a baby zombie and a cave spider in the mob grinder, and I was trying to get the cave spider, and unfortunately dropped one of the trap doors. And next thing I know, that baby zombie is on that cave spider coming right at me. I tried to put it off as best as I could, but unfortunately that didn't turn out so well, and I died. I can't even tell you how many times I've died now. Not to mobs so much as more from falling while trying to build the mob farm over there. I don't know how many times I've fallen off a pillar, because I didn't do it all at once, kept having creepers blow up, and then I have to go back up and fix it, and it was just a mess. Just an absolute mess. So, but we got it done, and it works really well. So, no worries on that part. It's been pretty much well taken care of. I just, like I said, I have to do a lot of running back and forth to make sure I'm getting all of this drops. I want to say I almost got a stack and a half, maybe, of mushrooms just from doing this, so I was able to make quite a bit of dirt. And I think at some point I want to, because you can only do this at night, so at some point I think I want to make a mushroom room somewhere, and it'll probably be maybe off the trees, another section off the tree area, so I have a better place to grow mushrooms. And at some point I'm hoping we won't need them as much. So I think here I'm going to do a cut and bring you back after I've ground out some more. See, and if you look, there's a cave spider back there wandering around again. Oh, stupid cave spiders. Okay, so come back, and like I said, I got over a little bit of over a stack and a half, actually, of mushrooms. So I'm going to run and convert all this into dirt, and we're going to see how much, oh, and then I noticed this trader, so we're going to see what he has. If he has anything good I could use. And there's an option to get sand, I suppose, but we can get sand from cobble. So I think I decided to just not, I can't remember if I bought it. No, I didn't. I did get a piece of sugar cane from one trader, but I don't have the water or sand I need for it yet to even grow it. And I'm not even sure, I can't even remember what I need the sugar cane for. And you can see we got quite a bit of dirt out of those mushrooms that we were able to get. And I don't convert all of the mushrooms because I want to make sure that I have plenty in case I need them for anything. You know, definitely don't want to not have a mushroom, at least one mushroom that we can grow. So we can make double compressed sugar cane, but I'm not sure what we use that for. Oh, well, yeah, it's going to take quite a bit to get a dry geranium ingot, because you have to take 9 of the nuggets to turn that into a nugget. Wow. Yeah, super, super grindy. Yeah. But I am enjoying playing it. It's been a lot of fun. Different, you know, from playing just regular vanilla. Oh, okay, so if we smelt pressed sugar cane in a furnace, we get bamboo. So that's how we get our bamboo. I'll tell you what, scaffolding sure would have been nice when I was building that mob farm. So yeah, we can throw leaves on the campfire and get vines. So that will probably be the route we go to get our vines and to make a cactus. I'm trying to look to see if there's any other use for sugar cane, because I'm not sure why we would even need it. Yeah, so for our cobblestone generator, we need a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. And then we can upgrade that generator up to a tier 5. And then we can also make a sand generator, an auto farmer, mob grinder. There's a lot of stuff we can do in this pack. And like I said, you can see how much I have to run back and forth to just keep up with the mob drops. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't see why else we would need sugarcane for. I mean, you can compress it. I might have to head back to the recipe area and see what we would even need the rest of the sugarcane for. And these Endermen, sometimes find them hanging out, and I didn't want to knock him off the edge, so I kind of just left him, hoping he would come off somewhere else where I could hit him. And naturally, I don't have a sword, I had an iron one that I got from the mobs, and I know when I punch him there, he's gonna go right off the edge. And they're the ones that drop the dragonium fragments, so I hate knocking him off like that. So, but then I was talking about how I need to really make myself a sword. Like I said, I had an iron one, actually a couple of iron ones that mobs have dropped, and I've made the cobble there, the double compressed. So we're going to put that aside. I probably should have, and I still might, there's 6 pieces there. There's that another cave spider just kind of out wandering around, so I'm like trying to get him before, he gets me. And that was the other reason why I really need to make a sword. There we go. I got him. And I think our holdup for our cobble is going to be those charcoal fragments. But I believe I can make those if I smelt wood to get charcoal. I might be able to then break those down into those charcoal bits or pieces that we need for making dirt. Because like I said, we need a lot of dirt to make the cobblestone that we're going to need. And like I said, I may end up taking a couple of pieces of the cobble that I've already made up and smelt those to get a couple of pieces of iron, because I'd really like to shear some of those leaves and see if we can maybe just make a cactus, because we need the cactus for water. So I think that's probably what I'll work on next. Some of this I'll do off camera. I think here I'm going to throw in some wood and see if we can do the whole breaking the charcoal down into those pieces that we would need. I said flint, you would think would be another potential holdup, but I've been doing fairly decent on getting flint. I'm sure at some point we'll probably need to convert all that string into wool, and you can smelt the wool to get, is it flint, I believe? You can smelt bone blocks in wool. One gives you flint, and the other one gives you, I'm not sure, can't remember, will give you something else, another item that you can use for making your dirt, I believe. And when I was recording this initially, there is a member in our Discord that messaged me with some helpful tips on playing SkyFactory, because they've been playing it as well. Let's see, I was supposed to give them a shout out, and I didn't do it when I recorded it the first time because I actually forgot. Hayden. And Hayden has a channel, which I'll leave a link to Hayden's channel either on the end card or down in the description. So if you want to help, just check Hayden's channel out and see what Hayden's got going on. So, and some of the tips that he gave me, I kind of already knew, but I do appreciate the help. Because some of this I kind of just figured out on my own. Generous Gaming is also playing this. I've got a pillager. That's where I've been getting all those banners for. It seems like every time I get a pillager, it's the banner pillager, and I got all these banners. I'm like, what am I going to do with all these banners? So, but I think it's kind of cool we get them, because that's where I've gotten some of my emeralds from. And, you can't have too many emeralds, I think, in this game at this point. I see, I did finally make a bone sword. It's better than no sword at all, and I'm doing good on bones. So there's no issue on bones there. Plus, I can get bone blocks easy enough. So I'm saying I'm gonna have this whole mob grinder filled up with these banners everywhere. But I do kind of like those banners. They're kind of cool looking. Maybe at some point I'll be able to add my banners that I made on BrokeRock on here. I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe put them outside the door there. Move that other pillager banner. Yep, so now I'm going to head over and gather the crops that we've gotten grown, and I'm trying to spread out the beetroot as well. I don't know if we'll need it for anything, but I figured why not, we'll just have a plot for all the crops, because eventually that beetroot I will move into its own plot area, but for now I'm just growing it here, shortage of dirt and everything, till we can get, enough dirt that I don't have to worry about how much dirt we have. Once we get that cobble gym running too, I won't have to worry about saving the dirt for making cobble, because we'll have that cobble gym. But like I said, it's just getting to that point, and I feel it's going to take some time, quite a bit of time to get to that point. And I did leave a block there with a trapdoor on it for my water once I get some water going. The other option of getting water besides cactus is to get enough iron to make a cauldron. And then when it rains, the cauldron will fill up with rainwater. But the only problem with that is the iron. If I'm going to have to make all this cobble anyway, I might as well, use it for getting that cobble gem rather than smelting it for iron. But that certainly could be maybe a simpler way to get the rain water, because you wouldn't need the vines around sand to create a cactus. We wouldn't need cactus at that point if I went that route. I don't know, there's just so many different options, so many different ways that you can play this. But I'm still very much leaning towards getting a cobble gen, and then maybe all the gens at some point. That way we don't have to worry about needing it. We'll just have it when we need it. I don't know how much sand I will theoretically use, but what could it hurt? Turning all the wheat into bread, so I'm not doing bad food-wise. It'd just be nice to have a better food source, definitely. But like I said, we're not going to go hungry. I got 22 loaves of bread, plus the rest that I just made. I'm not sure how many I had in my inventory before I made that, but I'm not carrying it all on me, just, in case fall off in the void or whatnot. I don't want to lose all my food, so I've only been carrying a piece or two on me, just so I have it if I need it. It'd be nice to have some potatoes. I really like potatoes, but so far I haven't gotten any of those. But I'm wondering too if the zombies have to be player killed to drop the potatoes and carrots. So if that's the case, I may have to make a platform kind of up at the top where I can block it off so when they drop it doesn't kill them. It just drops enough that maybe, I hit them once or twice and, they're gone. It kills them. But I don't know if the wandering trader would sell either of those items. It'd be nice if he did. but I'm not sure what his trades are. Still have managed to get a few more pieces for that mini bit, and I forgot to check the furnace. But, so like I said, this episode we didn't do a whole lot. We do have at least a farm now all filled in, and we're going to work on getting storage back hauled in. I think that's going to be our priority, is getting that. So we're going to work towards getting some lava and some water. It's probably by getting a cactus, but I think that's going to be it for this one, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next one. Oh, and I do apologize for this being late, but it's been kind of a busy last few days with school starting, so we'll see you in the next one. Bye.